Good morning, students. Today we will study Hirudinaria granulosa, commonly known as Indian cattle leech. Hirudinaria belongs to the class Hirudinae, which contains over 300 species of leeches. Leeches are the most specialized annelids and have evolved from oligochaetes. Hirudinaria has a great number of species. The common Indian species are Hirudinaria granulosa, Hirudinaria viridis, Hirudinaria javanica, and Hirudinaria manuelensis. But we will be focusing on Indian cattle leech, that is Hirudinaria granulosa. Myself, Balram Sain, Assistant Professor in Zoology, Government Dunga College, Bikaner. Hirudinaria granulosa, commonly known as Indian cattle leech. Now we will discuss about its systematic position. Belongs to phylum Annelida, class Hirudinea, order Ganthodactyla, family Hirudinae, genus Hirudinaria, species granulosa. The picture is depicting the external morphology of leech. Eyes, 5 pairs of eyes are present. First, second, third, fourth and fifth pair. This is the mouth, anterior sucker. This is the posterior sucker, anus. These are the nephridiopores. This is the first nephridiopore. 17 pairs of nephridiopores are present from 6th to 22nd segment. Then male genital pore in the 10th segment, female genital pore in the 11th segment. Habits and habitat. Hirudinaria is a common Indian leech found in freshwater tanks, ponds, lakes, swamps, and slow streams. It prefers slow water and remains concealed under weeds, logs, and stones. It is sanguivorous, that is, blood-sucking, sucking the blood of fishes and frogs, and also of cattle or human beings when they enter the pond. Leeches show a great diversity in their habits and habitat. Some species are marine, while others are freshwater, while some others are terrestrial. Though many species are bloodsuckers, that is ectoparasitic, yet a large number are not ectoparasitic but are predatory and feed on worms, snails, insects, larvae, etc. External features. First, shape and size. The body of Hirudinaria is soft, vermiform, elongated, bilaterally symmetrical, and metamerically segmented. In a state of extension, the body is dorsoventrally flattened and appears almost strap-shaped, but in a state of contraction, the body becomes more or less cylindrical. The body is broadest near the posterior end, while narrowest near the anterior end. It has a great power of contraction and expansion. A full-grown specimen may attain the length of 30 to 35 centimeters. Coloration. The body is beautifully colored with characteristic markings. The dorsal surface is generally olive green and the ventral surface is orange-yellow or orange-red, and the two sides bears distinct stripes of orange or yellow and black. On the dorsal side is a median longitudinal black stripe. If we talk about the segmentation, the body of leech is divided metamerically into segments or somites. but metamerism is much reduced and the number of segments, unlike other annelids, is fixed in leeches. They always have 33 segments or somites. In case of leech, the external segmentation does not correspond with the internal segmentation, but the original segmentation is obscured by the secondary external annulation. Each segment is broken up externally by grooves into rings called annuli. The first and the second segments have one annulus each. The third has two annuli segments. Fourth to sixth have three annuli each. Segments 7 to 22nd are broad, having five annuli each. Segments 23rd to 26th have two annuli each. Segments 27th to 33rd have one annulus. However, segments with less than 5 annuli are referred to as incomplete, while those with 5 annuli are called complete segments. Each annulus of a segment is divided into small rectangular areas by longitudinal wrinkles. Each such area has a sort of papilla-like structure bearing sensory organ called annular receptor. There are 18 such receptors both on the dorsal and ventral surfaces of each annulus. Besides, the first annulus of each segment bears large sensory organs called sensili or segmental receptors. These are 4 pairs on the dorsal side and 3 on the ventral side. Due to this, the first annulus of each segment is called sensory annulus. Next is the suckers. Each end of the body bears a hollow muscular organ, the sucker. The anterior sucker or the cephalic or oral sucker is formed by the fusion of prostomium with a few somites of anterior region. It is oval in outline and is placed on the ventral surface of the anterior end. It also possesses a ventrally directed cup-like hollow structure, the preoral chamber, which leads into the mouth. At the posterior end, the posterior sucker or anal sucker is circular in outline and forms the highly muscular disc at the posterior end of the body of the leaf. It is formed by the fusion of last 7 segments. It is much better developed and larger in size than the anterior sucker. Both the suckers are directed ventrally. The leech can firmly grip the substratum by its suckers. The two suckers are primarily meant for adhesion and locomotion. Next is the clitellum. During breeding season, a girdle-like clitellum is formed around the segments 9 to 11. Rest of the year there is no clitellum. Eyes. On the dorsal side are 5 pairs of eyes, 1 pair on each of the first and second segments and 1 pair on the first annulus of the segments 3rd, 4th and 5th. Now we will talk about the external apertures. External apertures in the body of Hirudinaria granulosa are as follows. First is the mouth. It is a narrow, triradiate aperture situated in the center of the funnel-like preoral chamber of the anterior sucker. Anus. It is very small aperture situated mid-dorsally on the 26th segment at the root of the posterior sucker. Nephridiopores. There are 17 pairs of nephridiopores lying on the ventral surface of the body, of which 1 pair lies on the last annulus of each of the segments from 6th to 22nd segment. Male genital aperture. It is situated in a groove between the 2nd and 3rd annuli of the 10th somite on the mid-ventral line of the body. A filamentous penis is sometimes seen protruding through this aperture. Female genital aperture. It is usually smaller and less conspicuous than the male aperture. It is situated mid-ventrally in a groove between the second and third anvuli of the 11th somite of the body. Thanks a lot for paying the attention, and in the upcoming lectures we will discuss about the divisions of body in Hirudinaria granulosa. Thanks again.